We are now in Kilayim Perek Gimel, Mishnah Zayin, the last Mishnah in Kilayim Perek Gimel, the last Mishnah in the third chapter of Kilayim. So until now we've learned about this idea of Delat, gourds, and the problem of gourds having just very, very leafy plants, and then they get all over the place. There are a lot of specific halachot that are unique to gourds that don't apply to other vegetables. So this Mishnah is the last Mishnah in that frame. It says the Mishnah, Dalat biyarak. If I want to plant one dalat in a field of yarak, then I have to treat it ki yarak, i.e., I have to separate it just 6 tfachim. I can make a space of 6 tfachim by 6 tfachim and plant my single gourd plant. But, uba tvu'ah, if I want to plant it in a field of tvu'ah of grain, meaning barley or wheat or corn or whatever, then notnim la beit rova. Remember we said a beit rova is 10 1/4 amot by 10 1/4 amot. Beit rova is the amount of space that it would take to plant a rova hakav, a quarter kav. We've had that before. So in that case, it's 10.2 amot by 10.2 amot, and that's how much space you have to have if you want to plant any yarak in a field of tvu'ah. So dalat would be the same thing. Haita sadeu zeru'at tvu'ah. Ubikesh lita litocha shura shel dilu'in. If I had a field that was planted entirely wheat, barley, grain, and I wanted to plant a row of dilu'in, then notnim la la'avodata shishat tfachim. I clear out a row, and I can make a row of shishat tfachim, of 6 tfachim on each side. I only have to have 6 tfachim, and that's fine, like any other vegetable. So even though we said normally in the field of tvu'ah, if I want to plant one, I have to do a beit rova. In a field of tvu'ah, if I want to do a whole shura shel dilu'im, if I want to do a whole row of dilu'im, all I have to do is give it shishat tfachim, and then and if it grows, ya'akor milfanea. I have to uproot milfanea in front of it. Meaning, if it grows out, then I have to uproot. I can't let it grow out and spread out into my tvu'ah if it goes beyond the 6 tfachim. Okay, that's the width of 6 tfachim. The Tosefta seems to imply that it has to be at least 10 amot long to be considered a row of. So there's a certain irony that if I have a field of tvu'ah, if I want to put a single dalat, let's say I want to put in, let's give me a single one, okay? If I want to make a single dalat, if I want to make one plant, right, then I have to have 10 amot by 10 amot. But if I want to have one row, all I need is 10 amot by 6 tfachim. That's all. 10 amot by 6 tfachim, probably even less than that. 6 tfachim, a very, very narrow strip. And that's okay, because since I have a strip, the Gahati explains, since I have one strip, in that case, it's not a problem. People don't think that I'm growing. People don't think I'm growing Kilayim. Says Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Nodim la avodata arba amot. Rabbi Yossi comes along and says, no, you can't do, if you want to make a row, you can't make it do 6 tfachim. You have to make arba amot. It has to be wide. And then I would plant, if I just, for example, take my field over here, if I want to make it arba amot, okay, we'll go down. If I want to do my dilu'im, I'll just take the picture from the last time. You can't do it, you can't make it, 6 tfachim. It has to be arba amot, okay? Amru lo ha-tachmir zo min ha-gefen. You're going to be more machmir. We're going to see that if there's gefen, if you want to plant grapes, a grapevine in the middle of your field, okay, all you have to leave is shishat tfachim, a total of shishat tfachim. And we know that kla'ei kerem are much more machmir than dilat. Amar lehen, matzinu shezo chamura min gefen. Yes, I'm going to be more machmir in this from gefen. Shel gefen yichidit noten la avodata shishat tfachim. If I want to plant one gefen, all you have to do is have 6 tfachim. Uli dilat yichidit notim la kol beit rova. But for a dilat, we just said, you have to leave a whole beit rova. So, therefore, says Rabbi Yossi, yes, here for a dalat, you need 4 amot, whereas for a gefen, all you need is, not 4 amot, all you need is shishat tfachim, as we'll get to later. Okay? Rabbi Meir Omer Mishun Rabbi Ishmael, Kol shlosha dilu'in lebeit sa'ah, lo yavi zera letoch beit sa'ah. Rabbi Meir says, if you have 3 dilu'im in a beit sa'ah, then nothing else can be in the beit sa'ah, because it spreads out so much that you can't plant anything else in the Beit Tzah. So he argued on the Tanna Kama, definitely, didn't argue. He said you definitely can't do a row. Once you have a row, you have 3, and you can't plant anything else in it. Rabbi Yossi ben Achotef Efrati Amar Mishum Rabbi Ishmael. So there's a machloket about what they said in the name of Rabbi Ishmael, who said, Kol shlosha dili lebeit kor. Kor is 30 se'ah. It's a huge amount of field. If you have 3 duli in a Beit Kur, lo yavi zera l'toch Beit Kur. You can't plant anything else in the Beit Kur. Okay, the Kahati said that they were arguing about what Rabbi Yishmael said. And the Rabbi Yishmael said both. That in the beginning of his life he said Beit Sa'ah. And in the end he said Beit Kur. So they had both heard different things in the name of the Rabbi Yishmael. But it's clear, according to Rabbi Yishmael, that if you couldn't plant dulum, he felt that it was so sprouty and such a widely growing plant that if you planted duluim in a field, you couldn't plant anything else with it. The Kahati says that we paskin like the Tanakama. The Tanakama says that for one dalat you have to treat it just 6 tfachim, and if you want to do a row, you can do a row and give it shisha tfachim. You don't have to be machmir like any of the other shitot. Okay, we'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, please feel free to contact me at rspolter@gmail.com. And we'll dedicate this learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.